The second thing I want you to see is that it's the right point in time. It's the right point in time. I love how in Esther 4:14, Mordecai tells her, if you keep quiet at a time like this, deliverance and relief for the Jews will come from somewhere else, but you and your relatives will die. Who knows if perhaps you were made queen just for such a time as this? That is a very thing that, how many of you have been in church for a long time and you've heard it's for such a time as this? I'm here to tell you, you are here today for such a time as this. You want to know why? Because you were born in the right place at the right time. Do you know that the chances of you scientifically, I looked this up, the chances of you actually being born are 1 in 70 trillion. Let's just let that process for a minute. The chances of you sitting in this room today are 1 in 70 trillion because it took a specific sperm with a specific egg at a specific time to create you. Sorry, I know we have young ears. Think about that. A specific time, a specific place, 2 people that came together, and guess what? You're here today as a result. How dare you look in the mirror and say your life doesn't matter? How dare you say you're not good enough? I'm getting on your case for a minute because I hear people say, oh, I can't do that. You were created for such a time as this. The fact that you woke up and you're breathing today, think of the odds. I look at this. I look at my sweet little mamas to be sitting out here who've all announced it, so I don't have to keep secrets anymore. And you want to know what? The chances of those little babies are 1 in 70 trillion being born. But that's because God has a purpose and a plan for that. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 29:11 because, you know, I think there's context with it. But let's just only take that verse that I know the plans I have for you, plans for good and not for evil, to give you a hope and a future. But beyond that, he has plans for you to give other people a hope and a future too. There's something that God has uniquely created and called you to do that no one else can do. Why? Because you're in the right place at the right point in time. That's why you're here in 2025 today. And your story's not over until the day you take your last breath. And it began the day you took your first one. Don't say, I'm too young, I can't do that. Don't say I'm too old. Say, I'm in the right place at the right time, in the right point in time. And that means that there's something that God has called me to do that I have to be obedient to do.